What goes on, my fellow knights? Today we're here for another great episode of the new series that I started, Zekter's Wacky Sets. Today we're going to be looking at Mega Audino. Last time we looked at regular Audino, so link to that's in the description if I'm not lazy. So, here we are again at Smogan, Gen X and Y, because they don't have a Sun and Moon set yet, which they really should. And here we just have Mega Audino, and this is the only sets they apparently have. Oh no, they have a couple more. One, two, yeah, they got a few more. Oh well, but let's see if we can do better anyway. So, like from the last episode, I said the regular, if we go here, I have this Audino here that I said you can run Life Orb or Audinite, and this is the set this is what happens when you Mega Evolve that Pokemon. It basically becomes a special wall, or you can make it physical, you can do that too, but for the team I'm going to be making, it needs to be a special wall. So, basically, you have all this special attack to abuse Dazzling Gleam and Icy Wind. And now that you don't have Regenerator, it's gonna be a little harder to heal off all that damage, but since you have more special bulk and quite a bit more physical bulk as well, you'll be able to take a couple more hits, hopefully, and wish around. So let's take this, export, copy. Let's go to this fabulous thing again, import, and let's see how Garchomp fares against Mega Audino. Yep, Dazzling Gleam does more than Icy Wind, but still, a lot of damage, and that's with 204 investment. So, let's see how this does against a regular Landorus. Let's go with the Atron as well. Let's see. I've been seeing the physical bulky one more lately. So, you can take up to 3 Earthquakes, and Icy Wind does half. So basically you win there, and then let's go to doubles Life Orb user. So now we're weak to Poison, which is an issue, but we have Heal Bell to heal off Poison, and you can always switch out. You gotta build your team around... You don't have to build your team around Audino. You could, but... always have something to deal with other things, I guess. So yeah, Icy Wind will two-hit KO, and I still have the Stealth Rock counter up. Might want to get rid of that. So yeah, so that's the set I'm going to be running later on, maybe. It's gonna be a while until I get that team done though. Alright, so let's move on to the next set. Alright, so I made a kind of little more standard set. You can even use this one in doubles if you want to, but remember, these are all single sets. So we have the Calm Mind, Drain Kiss, Wish, and Flamethrower. Basically, Flamethrowers to take out Steel types. You can run Ice Beam too, you can run Thunderbolt. Ice Beam's always better. Is a better option. It doesn't really matter, but let's take this into Ferrothorn. Boom. If it's 2 Pokemon I hate the most, it's definitely Ferrothorn and Garchomp. Look, Flamethrower without any investment, barely any investment in special attack, basically nothing, is still almost a 2-hit KO. And if we're Calm Minding, it just let's see, how long until we can guarantee OHKO? You can almost guarantee OHKO at +2, and Gyro Ball's not doing that much? Okay, that kind of surprises me. Is Audino more... No, oh, you know why, because Audino is also slow. That's why. So you could take a lot of Gyro Balls, and you can wish up Flamethrower away. And let's also put this set into Garchomp and see how much Draining Kiss does. Import. Let's just switch that up. Audino. Custom set. Alright, so Draining Kiss doesn't do as much as I want it. Wait. 50. Oh, this is Landorus. I need Garchomp. Where's that OU Choice Scarf? 50. Alright, so Draining Kiss is doing roughly a third, roughly. And if we start, how many? So we're now immune to Outrage and Dragon Claw, so that basically takes Garchomp's most powerful stab out of its arsenal. And now we have only Earthquake to deal about, and if we're full physical bulk, we can take at least 3 Earthquakes. And then just we can Wish and Calm Mind and shit like that, and let's see how many it takes. Oh, and if we're Draining Kissing, we're already gaining HP back. It looks like it's going to be... yeah, it's going to be 4 Calm Minds before you can guarantee Oko with a Draining Kiss. So I don't know if you need to get that high, but hey, you can. I'm not stopping you. If you have the opportunity to do so, might as well. Alright, next, we need to get rid of Mega Audino's terrible singles ability. I really wish they gave him... it. I don't care what gender it is. I wish they gave them a more useful ability, because it's basically, if Healer also healed your own status condition with a 30% chance, I think that would have been a lot better for Mega Audino. I really wish they'd change up Healer a bit. But here we have Surf, Wish, Draining Kiss, and Skill Swap. Basically, I'm kind of trying to catch rock types off by surprise. I don't know, you could... I don't care what you run. You can run Surf, you can run Flamethrower, Ice Beam again, Thunderbolt. Basically, Mega Audino... Actually, Audino in general just has so many options. It kind of amazes me on why this Pokemon's not more, like, used more. Also, Skill Swap's a good idea, because... 1. Okay, so let's throw out an example here. Scizor comes in. Scizor normally, I want to say 100% of the time pretty much, runs Technician. So if you catch it on a switch-in, or you switch into it, I bet you could take a Bullet Punch, we'll check that in a minute. You could steal Technician, and then give it Healer, and then, what's it called? Bullet Punch will be doing as much damage as it could. And you could always run Flamethrower for Scizor. But basically use this move for coverage. If you need something on your team with Ice, Fire, Thunder, something, you have that. So let's take this set. I'll take it here. No, I don't know anymore. Alright, so here we go. Let's get Scizor out here. Scizor. This thing's in UU? Jesus. I want a... I don't know what common set Scizor's run anymore. Alright, so... this, let's say worst case scenario, it's Choice Band. Choice Band Scizor is a threat. I've used one, I know. And it's normally Adamant Technician. So, you can live a Bullet Punch, you can live 1. But what happens if we get rid of Technician? It drops. And you still can only live 1. You have a chance of living 2, but not very high. Even if we put max defense in there, I don't think we're living. 252. We went bold? Okay, so we can live 2 if we run full defense investment, but I don't really want to do that. So, I guess that's not the best example. But if you run Flamethrower, let's just say... Flamethrower guarantee Okos if you're running the special attack investment. And if you're not running any investment at all, it has a chance of Okoing. So, take it with a grain of salt. You can do some things. Alright, so here we got a more fun set that I'm curious to know if Sleep Talk will trigger Snore, because that'd be interesting. Now, I don't know why I put Snore on here, because I guess I was looking for a Pokemon that could use Snore effectively. You could run Hyper Voice. You probably should run Hyper Voice, but I put Snore on here just as a Sleep Talk set. And you don't even need Sleep Talk if you have Snore, so you can... put something else on it, I really don't care. So what we have here is basically a split tank. So you got 160 in both defenses, so you can come in, take a hit on either side, and be okay. And then you have enough special attack to deal some damage back and gain some health. And if you rest, you can start using Snore, or you don't even have to have Snore. You can have Hyper Voice and then just rest Sleep Talk. But if you don't want Sleep Talk, again, Ice Beam or Flamethrower, because that's like the two best moves you can get on Pokemon. I don't need to put this one on the damage calc. I think this one's pretty much self-explanatory. All right, now let's play a little more. Let's give this a physical. Let's give it physical treatment. So we have Draining Punch, Return, Wish, and Ice Punch. Basically, if a Pokemon can learn Ice Punch, it's definitely on there. With Garchomp, Landorus running around. I guess Thundurus too, but more the 4 times weakness to Ice Pokemon. Basically, you just run it. So we're running full Adamant because we're going to get the most out of everything we can. Drain Punch is to recover. And since Audino has no special fairy moves, or no physical fairy moves, my bad, we can't run Play Rough. I think Play Rough is actually the only physical fairy move we have. I could be wrong, but I really don't care. So let's put this in here. Custom set. Let's see. Draining Punch, Ice Punch. Who am I looking at? Scizor. I need Garchomp back here. Choice Guard. Guaranteed to it KO and can't get hit by Outrage or Dragon Claw. I don't know how many Garchomps are running Iron Head these days, but you can take 2 Iron Heads. So that's okay. And Earthquake, it's best stab move that it can hit you with, doesn't even get... It only does a third, so you can easily Wish or Drain Punch. So that really doesn't matter. So this set works too. Well, technically, any set can work with the right conditions. Again, everything is hypothetical. And then here's the last set, and it's another Trick Room set. I don't know, people like Trick Room sets, so I gave full special attack investment with Modest Nature, good amount of hit points and defense, and then I just went with its best stab moves, like the most powerful ones. So you got Dazzling Gleam and Hyper Voice. You set up Trick Room, do a lot of damage when you don't want to stay in there anymore, Wish, and then head out to your next Pokemon. And it also can be a Trick Room setter, so go with your crazy Trick Room teams. Well, I guess that's it. Or I could... let's see how much damage this does in the calculator. Import. I don't know. Custom set. There we go. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam almost OHKO's Garchomp. 2 of them will definitely knock it out. Under Stealth Rock condition? No. If you got 3 layers of spikes, you got a chance to... If you got both up, you got like a really high chance of killing Garchomp from full health, but that's really hypothetical. So, yeah, Dazzling Gleam does a lot of damage. You'll be outspeeding a Garchomp in Trick Room. Iron Head, if it locks itself into Earthquake, it basically has to switch out or take some damage. So, it doesn't really matter. Audino's just a good Pokemon. Just use it. I'd like to see. You know what? Send me some battle videos if you get any of these sets to work, or let me know what you guys would run. If any of these sets just pique your interest a little bit, that'd be kind of cool. I'd like to know if people want to use my sets. Then maybe I'll make more videos like this while I have no Pokemon content. So I guess that's gonna be everything, guys. I'm sorry about the no Wi-Fi battles, but again, life hates me and I lost all 8 of the good ones. So Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, in the comments below, tell me what Pokemon you want me to make wacky sets for next. I'll be looking in the comments, always do. So, I guess that's gonna be it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, things YouTubers say. See ya!